Everybody, KAS laid back. We laid back. We're not gonna be super formal. We just gonna, just have KAS talk about his creative process. We want to show y'all what he does, how he does it. The brother talented, man. I've heard stories about this man making bathing suits out of pillowcases.
Yeah,
we got a lot of.
I made a bathing suit out of the pillowcase. But so this is called Deep Parks.
Welcome to Deep Park.
This is called Deep Parks, and I'm one of the fashion teachers, and I'm one of the advisors. So we have 6 students here. Every desk that you see is a sewing machine and everything inside of the desk. And what we do is they already know how to sew. It's free. You have to sign up for it. Once you sign up for it, you get hands-on. We invite guests. I'm here inspiring you, helping you. If you saw how that started and to see how it ended.
I'm saying this, I'm like.
Yeah, so that's from one of the students, very dope students in here. We actually have an in-house resident. Her name is Bella. She has an excellent boutique studio over there, and she comes over here. And I just teach them, and I just look at what they're doing, and I show them easier ways, correct ways that they can be able to make things happen. We also have a 60-station sound booth over here in the back. We have an editing room in the back. And it's just a whole creative vibe. So if you go from this side to where there's a lounge, relaxed artist, t-shirt developer back there, and then you can go here, it's really a one-stop shop. If you really think about it, it is. Because we'll have people come in and say, for instance, the movie I'm working on, I made them make a couple of pieces for the movie, and I'm going to put it in there. You know, if we have a client or somebody that needs something of bulk, I'll give them the project and let them do it.
I was going to ask if you all had any way of showcasing your.
Yeah, so some of this stuff is things that's in this window where they're made, and we do everything from plus size all the way to your most skimpy and sexiest stuff. So it's a great community out here for what we do and what we're offering. And it's free. And that's the thing, we need to be reconnected on what the opportunities are out here for us. And that's why I said as a community, if we come together and put down a list of what we need, we can get it done. But I love this. This is home for me. For me, it starts out with a dream. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and start sketching. If I'm out and I see something, if I don't have paper and I got a pen, I'll actually sketch the whole outfit on my hands.
Some prophecy,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll do stuff like that. And then I'll get back and then I'll just recreate it. I do everything from tech packs. I make everything from suits, gowns, fur coats, leather jackets, denim jeans, sweatsuits, everything. We do the whole 9. Accessories. This young lady right here that sits at this table, she makes accessories. So you see what I mean? Like, it's here. And you don't know until you ask or until you find out. That's why I was so happy about when B came to me and said what he wanted to do. I thought it was very important. And everyone in there, I felt your energy. I did. Everyone in there was very artsy. Everyone in there had a vision of what they wanted to do. And I think that that's amazing. To where one of the most powerful things that God has given you is that you can dream something and actually make it happen.
Damn.
That's incredible.
That's wisdom, bro.
Like, that just gave me chills.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, that's just amazing that you could dream something and then you make it happen. That's heavy. Maybe I'm just excited guy. I'm just excited. That's heavy.
Yeah, vessel, bro.
And I design shoes as well. But this particular area right here, I'm very proud of the students here. They're grown-ups. And they're hungry. You're never too old to fulfill your dream. You're never too old. It's just a matter of jumping. So what you fall? If you know how many mistakes I've made, even with clothes, I made something that was the bomb and it ain't sale at all. It's something I made by mistake and it was one of my biggest sellers. Satchford Avenue turned me down 3 times. The first time they said, my illustrations was great, but who am I marketing? The second time they said, my illustrations were great, but my fabric was cheap. The third time they saw it, they said you need to really understand of what designs that you want to focus on. So I said, you know what, forget this. Let me go to Saks. I'm in New York. I go to Saks, and I got it. As soon as I walked in, it made sense. People go in Saks, they don't look at the price tag. They look at the quality and they look at the style. Every floor you go into at Saks in New York, there's a concierge service. And they'll call somebody from the department and have them come get you and walk you over. It's an experience. So when you pay for that type of experience, you're not worrying about what the price tag looks like. You want to be like, well, I came in Saks and I bought something. And that was the greatest thing. So I won Designer of the Year for New York, London, and Paris. And they picked up all 75 of my pieces. Every last one of them. And one of the biggest things that I learned from dealing with major department stores, they write you that check. But here's the kicker. You got to read that fine line. Because it's a big word in there that says buybacks. Whatever they don't sell, you got to buy it back. And you know how many companies that went out of business because they're ready to start on a new production from the check. Even though they wrote me a check for $1.4 million, almost 600,000 of it went to production and reproducing my gear. So that $1.4 million wasn't me. It was basically had the check because I have a reminder of it, but I spent over $500,000 just to set up for my new production. Then you go from the new production, marketing, payroll, production costs, shipping. So by the time I ended up from 1.4 million, you know how much I had left? 150K. So it's a buildup. That's why I say, okay, you got 1.4 million, that's cool, but what did you do with it? You understand what I'm telling you? What did you do with it? Because for me, and I'm glad I had great mentors like E. St. Laurent and Damien from Fubu, Carl from Fubu, that taught me like, yo, don't celebrate that. Take that money, get ready for your next collection, do your marketing, and run with it, and make sure that you got everything in the ducks in a row. And it was the best lesson that I learned from them, because from that point on, that 1.4 million, I made 3.6 million. So then that 3.6 million, then I made 7.9 million. And then that's when things started changing. But you got to also think about this too. When you make that type of money, your tax bracket changes.
Yeah. 60%.
So them taxes
60%.
hit you over the head like a hammer.
Yes, sir.
You understand? And then payroll. I had 101 people working for me. I had to make $250,000 every month to meet payroll. See, people want the bigger picture, but they don't know what goes into it. So you got payroll, you got insurance. I had 4 stores, and I had a 5,000 square foot main office. So my expenses every month was $495,000 a month. So I had to make millions in order to survive. And then you're still talking about your clothes. So you have to understand money. People, I have young dudes that come in and say, man, I'm out here trying to chase this paper. I'm like, well, why is it running from you? Because obviously it's something you're doing wrong that you got to chase the paper. You position yourself. Stop playing checkers and jumping around and play chess. Sometimes a chess move requires you to sit still. And when you sit still, it makes you think. It makes you think about who's around in your circle. It makes you think about how much money. COVID taught me how much money I spent. Because you were going and going and moving so much that you realized how much money that you was wasting. COVID taught women how to do their own hair, how to do their own makeup. COVID taught men how to shape up their beards, how to shave their hair. Self-sufficient, what we forgot. Because we had so much handout and so much access to the phones that everything was instant. It made you sit still. And it made you realize yo, I'm the shit. I don't need to spend that unnecessary money. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do. I have it all right here. So that was a learning thing for me. So that was a learning thing for me, man. But man, I appreciate y'all even just listening to me, man. I'm just a real dude that came up, and now all I'm trying to do is just open up the doors for anyone else that wants to come in. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I pray that God bless y'all. I pray that He open doors for y'all. And I just pray that He just put His whole anointing on you that you can't even fathom, and you just love up on it. And take this time out. This is my last thing I'm going to say. Take this time out to forgive your enemies. Because that's what's stopping you from getting your blessings. Really. Because sometimes people do things to you based off of their own situation and you don't know what they're going through. Sometimes we react off of what our situations is and you wish you could get that back. People are dying. People are sick. And you need to love up on one another. Even if you don't know the cat. Even if you don't know the sister. Sister, you look good. You know what I'm saying? Brother, you look good. We got to learn how to re-love on each other. And just really build each other up. Because we got rid of a clown-ass motherfucker in the office that was really trying to do separation. Because if you think about it, if they separate, they dominate. Because now you're in a vulnerable situation. But when you come together and you have each other's back, just forgive, man. For real, forgive. That's one of the key words I want you to take. Forgive. And I promise you, when you forgive, you're going to see your world changing. Y'all going to DM me and IG me, and you be like, KAS, you was right. Forgive. Forgive, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all, man. Hey, so amen to prosperity, peace, love, understanding, growth, movement, and loving on yourself unconditionally and knowing who your God is.
Yes.
Amen. I got a 2.5 hour drive.
Don't say it like that.
It's okay, I'm used to it.